then I guess at a later date now, after times got on past that, why, and Daddy got some age on him, Corps of Engineers got to wanting to know more information about him. And they asked him, said, can we interview you? They were asking him about what he did and how he did it. And he said he'd sounded for locks. He goes down, and who was listening to him was all the modern divers of today. I mean, I was a grown man when this happened. And they would ask him, say, well, Mr. Nolan, how did you do this? Well, I'd go down and find a place and sound it and say, well, okay, this is a good place to put the bedrock to try to start building a lock zone or dam or whatever they were working on. And the divers could ask him questions. And I remember one of the divers, or some of them, had said something to him about, well, hey, how'd you get that dynamite down there with all that stuff on? Your shoes weighed, I think he said 50 pounds apiece, and you gloves and the old big suit and the big old screwed on helmet, and he said, well, see, just put your hands out just like that right there and grab a hold of these two leather thumbs and turn it right there, and said, they just piled the dynamite in. Says, well, what did he do with the fuse? Stuck that right in there with them. And then they'd pick me up and set me down, and I'd walk out to where I was at in all the water. And when they found out where they wanted to blow, and that's when I'd set the stuff off, set it all down in there and put the fuse in it and come on. And one of the divers that was there today said, well, what about OSHA? And he looked at him and said, who's OSHA? And so he didn't know that you had to do stuff different ways. So